So my name is Anderson Reggio. My role with American Magic, I work as part of the performance analysis team and also work to help manage our on-the-water operations, running our testing program each day out there.
My name is Tom Burnham and I am the head coach of American Magic.
So data for us is hugely important. It influences most of the decisions that we make, looking back on historical data, looking forward on predictive data, trying to figure out what the boat has done and what we expect it to do in different conditions, and then we use that data to influence our program every day on what we go out, what we try, and what we're trying to learn in terms of how to structure our day to make the boat go faster one day after the next.
Oh, that's a big question. There's a lot of data that comes into the team. We record a lot of data during the day, starting with the weather, and of course, and the sea state and the wind speed and things like that, and then all of the data that comes off the boat, all the different sensors of how fast the boat's going, what angle to the wind we're sailing, and all these things help us determine the best course around the racetrack based on that data. We can look back on the historical data to create targets for all the different settings on the boat that we know to go to in the different wind speeds and wind conditions around the track.
Data on the boat.
Collection of data on the boat comes through a variety of sensors. We have a couple hundred sensors on board the boat, and from that we derive about 3,000 different variables that we can look at and analyze at different frequencies and bin together to build a database for us to measure performance.
There's a computer system down below in the boat, and it's wired up to all these different sensors around the boat that everything gets saved into this computer, and at the end of the day we download all that information. But basically there's a whole bunch of sensors around that measure everything from the wind and the temperature and the sea temperature and all those things, and all the way down to the loads on the sail or things like that. So there's a lot of data that gets collected every day.
So my daily tasks is to collate the needs of our design team and the desires of our coach and the sailing team into a plan based off of what the weather forecast is for how we can go out and learn as much as we can given the conditions we expect on a given day. Data collection for a team like this is massively important. It enables us to go out there and compare one day to the next to know whether or not we are measurably faster one day compared to another.
For the team.
This data collection is very important for the team so that we can analyze how we're sailing the boat and whether we're hitting the optimums of the boat, comparing against how we're sailing the boat against what the designers expect the boat to be doing so that we know whether we're getting the most out of it as we can, and also for us to create these targets that will help us put the boat in the best state possible for our next race when we have the same conditions that we know these targets for.